Hi everybody, my name is Jessica and this is my channel Plant Hooker. I brought out today to introduce my velvet Calathea, or Calathea rufibarba, or Persia rufibarba, or the furry feather, because these leaves are velvety. They feel so nice and soft, and when you look at them, they do resemble a feather, hence the nickname furry feather. Now, is a flowering species of plant, part of the Marantaceae family, and he'll produce these small little yellow flowers. I've yet to see him flower, so fingers crossed that someday he does. They are native to the Bahia state in northeastern Brazil. That's their home place, so they do like the heat. Now, I've owned him since March of this year. I purchased him the same time that I got my bunny ears cactus, as a video you've seen the week before this one. And I'll also link in the bio. Trying again to not cover my face so much. I'll also link in the bio the video where we purchased him, me and my youngest, so then that way you get to see just how small he was then compared to now. I water him every 2 weeks. Smaller plants would probably need more intervals of water, while larger plants would need less intervals of water. He is sensitive to lime in the water, and he's also sensitive to like minerals, chlorine and fluoride. So you won't want to use regular tap water or bottled water. You'll want to stick with filtered or rainwater for this guy. And he likes to be kept above a moisture meter level 4, and that's when you'll want to water him as well. Now, when it comes to fertilizer, I water him I'll fertilize him once a month. I use the Schultz all-purpose. You can use other kinds of all-purpose, and you can also use a fertilizer that's strictly for green plants as well. Now, is a high humidity plant, well, Brazil, so I mist him every 3 days. He's also very sensitive to the wood stove. He's not like the peacock and the rattlesnake, like these two here. These guys still put him to shame. I've yet to find another Calathea that's as tough as those guys. Yeah, so I keep him upstairs in my bedroom, where it's like my most humid room in the house, next to my oldest, who won't let me put plants in there. So every 3 days. You'll also want to clean these guys' leaves too. I know some people can get away with maybe twice a year or more often, but because I have cats, so right here's a leaf, and because he's velvety, so the cat hair really sticks to him, so I'll clean him about every 3 months. And it also helps with him to help produce photosynthesis as well, because I currently have him, because he's gotten too tall for my bureau and I needed to make more room. So he's currently on the floor of my bedroom, just below a south-facing window, between my Majesty Palm and my Croton, the Sunspot Croton. So far so good. Seems to be doing fine with it. He hasn't pitched a fit. He is getting a little top heavy because he's kind of like fanning out, as you can see. So I've been thinking about possibly staking him just to help him look pretty. He can handle part sun, part shade. That's why he's able to do where he is. He also has 2 grow lights in that room, so he's not too bad. Now, the ideal temperatures for these guys are between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius. So if you live in a hardiness zone 10A or more, he can go outside year round. But here on Cape Breton, I'm in a 5A, 5B. He can only handle going outside between July and August. I've yet to try him outside here. Haven't quite gotten, mostly because I have such high winds here, and these fronds or stems, like they'd be moving around so much, and I don't want them to break. No. Now when it comes to soil, I currently have him in, it's my orchid bark perlite and all-purpose mix, just to see how he's, but so far so good with that stuff. But the best soils for him are the tropical, cocoa coir, and peat. I would stick more towards the tropical and the cocoa coir than the peat, because peat, of course, they decimate the swamps that they take it from. And one thing, he is sensitive to drafts. He does not like the cold at all. So that's why he's in my upstairs, because I tried him in that south facing window, and because it was a drafty window, he didn't like it. Even during like April, May, it was almost too cold for him. So then once I moved him to upstairs to my bedroom, it was fine, loved it, no issues. So that's where he'll stay. And the best thing about these guys, they are non-toxic to cats. So your furry little kitty can chew on him all they want and he will be fine. I don't like it when mine chew on him, but so far they've been really good. They haven't wanted to chew on him at all whatsoever. Now when it comes to pests, these guys can be played with thrips, mealybugs, spider mites, and soil mites. The only pest I've had to deal with, of course, is the soil mites, and I think I caught them quick enough because I've only had to put one matchstick in here and then I haven't seen them again, which is great because some of my other ones, it seems like it takes forever to get rid of them. Like my bird's nest fern, I think I've put 7 matchsticks in them and watering with like a cat full of peroxide and a liter of water. And again, like one shot with this guy worked right away. I'm still working on it with my bird's nest fern, but I think now it's more nematodes than it is spider mite or soil mites. Now I couldn't find anything that could tell me like exactly how tall these guys get in the wild, but mine is about 25 inches tall and 26 inches wide, so between 64 and 66 centimeters for height and width. I'm pretty sure they can get taller. I can't see them not being able to get taller, but I could be wrong. Now when it comes to common problems, now black spots on the leaves, that is a sign of poor water quality. They'll develop those due to like high salts in your water. So if you have a softer system, so the salts, if you have town water, the chlorine that's in them, or the fluoride that's as well, and heavy minerals. So like bottled water is high in minerals too. So these guys can't handle that too much. I know my other 2 Calatheas, they can handle bottled water because I've just, put it in there. Hi, Gwen. Because the kids were done drinking it and the animals' dishes were still full of water, so I just put it in a plant. And they were fine with it. This guy, no. So, because once those black spots start happening, that will lead to the browning and the crisping edges. And then, of course, the curling and the ugliness and whatnot. But if the curling and brownness occurs without the black spots first, that's just the leaf, end of its life cycle, and a new one will be replacing it. Brown spots, however, that is a sign of fungus rot. And you'll with these guys, apparently you can't just treat them with any kind of fungicide. It has to be the fungicide that's copper based. And we're looking to see why specifically copper based. And it didn't really say anything. So I'm not 100% sure, but if it's one that requires copper based fungicide, then that's what I will use if I see any brown spots. Now, yellowing leaves, such as this one here, this is a sign of low humidity or root rot. Now, I know it's not root rot because I'm sticking my finger in right now. It is wet because I watered him the other day, but it's not soaking wet. And this pot does have a slow drainage hole, so I have to water him slowly. Here, let's wipe the dirt on you. There, dirty kitty. Now you're dirty. Yes, I love you, bud. So I know it's not root rot with him, but it is low humidity because these guys are known for high humidity. And with the weather being at like -13 lately, my wood stove has been going quite a bit. So, no, is a dandy plant. I would not recommend him for first-time plant owners, mostly because of the high humidity requirements. But if you are like a medium plant owner, you know what you're doing, you know the Calatheas need high humidity and they need filtered and rainwater, then yeah, by all means, get him, because he will be perfect. Because he is a dandy plant. Gwen. So if you have any questions for me, shoot them down below. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, you can give me a thumbs down. Everybody has a right to their opinion. But if you really like the video, subscribe. And as always, live long, plant on.